Go find your oldest family photograph. Pull it up on your phone or pull it out of a physical album. Look past the smiling faces and focus on the deep, distant background. There is a chance someone is standing back there who was never invited. The mystery began with a collection of family portraits discovered in an abandoned northern England estate. The archive spanned nearly 80 years of weddings, birthdays, and graduations captured by different photographers. Yet every single image contained a faint crimson smudge lurking in the background. Historians initially attributed the marks to mundane errors. Damaged film, chemical staining from improper darkroom techniques, and age-related color degradation offered a logical shield against the uncanny. That shield failed when analysts applied modern digital restoration to the collection. They carefully scrubbed away the grain and the grime, expecting the red stains to vanish with the scratches. Instead, the damage disappeared and the anomaly sharpened. The restoration revealed a young girl with long dark hair and a deep red dress. She stands perfectly still, staring directly at the camera. She appears across 8 decades of photos, never aging and never blurring. As the discovery spread online, thousands of people began auditing their own ancestral albums. Digital forensic specialists compiling this data noticed a consistent, terrifying geometric pattern in the girl's positioning. This timeline visualization tracks a stylized family tree across the decades, charting the girl's coordinates. In photographs from 1912, she is a speck near a distant tree line. By the 1950s, she is in the doorway. By the 1990s, she is in the room. This mathematical progression shows her creeping a few feet closer with every new generation. This inverse correlation line graph plots her physical distance to the family against the visual resolution of her features. As she moves physically closer to the subjects, her facial features and hands gain impossible clarity, as if the proximity itself allows her to materialize. Analysts documented the final stage of this approach in a recent case study involving a single family bloodline. Arranged chronologically, the images show her migrating from the background of the great-grandparents to standing directly behind the grandparents, until finally appearing shoulder to shoulder with the living parents. The red girl is not randomly haunting images. She is actively stalking specific bloodlines, using the passage of decades to walk toward a target. The human cost of this approach is devastating. Researchers have identified a pattern of hollowed relatives, family members who undergo a radical psychological shift shortly after a major photo event. These victims suffer a sudden, total erasure of childhood memories and family traditions. They remain physically present, but become emotionally vacant, often failing to recognize their own siblings or the homes they have lived in for decades. Forensic analysts noticed a disturbing visual correlation in these cases. In every instance where a relative lost their memory, the red girl's image in the same photograph became noticeably sharper. As the relative's expression became a blank mask, the girl's face gained their specific eye color, or the unique texture of their skin. This balanced scale diagram illustrates the theory of conservation of existence. It suggests a literal transfer of identity is occurring. The red girl is siphoning the psychological presence and memory from the living victim to build her own physical reality inside the photograph. Folklore researchers believe the mechanism for this theft is the camera flash itself. For centuries, various cultures warned that capturing an image could freeze a fragment of a soul. In this theory, the blinding light of a flash creates a micro-bridge between realities, leaving an opening wide enough for a predator to reach through. Every camera flash leaves a momentary doorway open for the red girl to enter and feed. In the analog era, the red girl was restricted to a generational crawl. Today, our habits have accelerated her. We capture life in burst modes and upload thousands of high-resolution images to the cloud every year. This constant over-documentation provides an endless supply of doorways. By creating a continuous digital record of our lives, we have turned a slow walk into a sprint. Cybersecurity researchers recently uncovered shadow files buried between the metadata of family photos. These are hidden, corrupted data fragments that exist behind the visible image. When reconstructed, they reveal alternate versions of the photograph. In these shadow files, the red girl has already breached the background. She stands in the center of the family group, smiling at the camera, waiting for the digital transfer to conclude. One recent report documented a newborn's hospital portrait, where a pale hand, emerging from a deep red sleeve, rests on the child's shoulder. No one in the room saw the hand. It only exists in the file, claiming the child from the first minute of life. The red girl eventually stops appearing in the background because she has occupied a space where the relative used to be. The displacement is complete. Our obsession with preserving our memories is the exact weapon erasing our existence. If you see a flash of red in your background, do not zoom in. Stop taking pictures immediately. One more flash may be all she needs to step out of the frame.